Every activity you are involved in, it has some sort of direct or indirect communication. That is why it makes much more sense to get better at it day by day. So, whether you are with your friends, you are with your family, or you are in your office, it entirely based on your communication that how others would perceive you or how they would accept you. Your personal and professional relationships heavily based on the way you communicate and the way you express yourself. In today's competitive environment, the role of communication has increased much more because at any given point of time, you are surrounded and working with a group of people. Either you are part of a team or you are leading a team. Your communication will ensure the kind of culture or the relation you have with them. Hence, communication is the key to become influential or successful. Hello guys, this is your host Hitesh Bhatia with The Continuous Learning. In today's video, I am going to talk about communication, the functions of it, the elements of it, and how you can become an effective communicator. So watch this video till the end so you can see yourself improving in your communication as well. So let's get started. So before we move ahead, let's first understand the definition of communication. Communication is required for two people or people in a group to reach a common understanding. It is a two-way exchange wherein you give and receive information. Now, a point I would like to highlight over here is that you have to ensure that the information which you have shared is understood, because then only your communication is understood to be completed. So as a sender, if you have shared an information and the receiver is confused about the entire lot of it or is confused about some part of what you have said, then in that case your communication is considered to be incomplete and you must try it again. So it's a two-way communication where you give the information and receive it as well. And when you are sharing the information or giving the information, you have to ensure that it is understood, because then only your communication is considered to be complete or successful. Now, let's understand what are the functions of communication or why do we really need it. As discussed previously, that we are always surrounded with people and we have to communicate at every level with them because we have to share information and we have to express in different manners. In a similar way, communication has different functions. So primarily there are four functions. Number one, you have to inform, or wherein you have to share information. So when we say sharing information, that means you have to share a piece of information with someone which will help that person further. Second, you have to influence people. So by influencing, we always call it in the right manner. That means that you're helping a friend coming out of the exam stress or such examples like that. So wherein you are using your communication to help someone coming out of a difficult situation. So that is a good way of influencing people. Then you use it for negotiation. So when we go to a market or when we go somewhere, we negotiate people on the prices and all. So this way you use your communication to negotiate, to have a preferable deal with people. And finally, and most importantly, you use communication to express yourself. So with your friends, with your family, with your near and dear ones, there are situations wherein you have to be your true self and you have to express. So in that ways, your communication will help you to express in the right manner. So as you can easily relate, because of the functions we have discussed, that in your life, you cannot move an inch without communicating. Because whatever stage you are at, be it you have to do negotiation, you have to express yourself, you have to influence people, you have to share information, which is the most common part. So everywhere, communication is the key, which is going to help you to succeed and make yourself understood by everybody else. Now we are going to talk about what are the elements of communication. When we talk about communication, primarily people only think about verbal communication when you are using your words to express yourself. But on the other side, communication is a package and it involves other elements as well. And those are writing, listening, and reading. So when we talk about these skills, speaking and writing is a way you share information. These are the examples when you give information. And listening and reading is the way you accept information. So if you see yourself that you are lacking in communication, it is not that you would lack in verbal communication. You have to work together on all the skills in order to become better at communication. So you have to ensure that you read well, you have to ensure that you listen to people well, and you have to ensure that you are good in writing also. So when you work on all these three elements, you see yourself improving in verbal communication as well, because they all support your verbal communication. So when we say that reading and listening is receiving information, so when you receive an information, you become better in sharing that information as well. So becoming better at communication does not mean only becoming better at verbal skill. You have to get better in other aspects as well. Now we are going to talk about how you can become an effective communicator. So I am going to share 7 C's of communication. These are the smaller parts which together make communication effective. And if you excel at these points or at these parts, you will see yourself improving very quickly when you communicate with people. So let's go ahead and understand these points one by one. So the first part of 7 C's of communication, be clear. That means that you have to use simple language when you are speaking or writing or sharing information. You have to achieve clarity by avoiding complex words or phrases. The more clearer you are, the more easy it is for your receiver to understand you. Second, be concise. Unnecessary usage of words will only make your sentences lengthy and difficult to understand. You have to ensure that you use minimal words to keep it to the point. Third, be concrete. Wrong selection of words would make you sound confusing or unsure that what you wanted to deliver. So you have to ensure that you use exact words. In fact, you can use facts and figures also if needed to help you deliver a concrete message. Number 4, be correct. It is easy to understand what do we mean by being correct. That means that your language, your grammar, and your spellings have to be accurate in order to ensure that your message which is getting delivered is also correct and acceptable. Fifth point, be coherent. That means that your message must make sense and should not be absurd. The use of sentence construction will help you that your message is logical and it is not going away from the topic you are involved in. Number 6, be complete. Your message must not sound incomplete and the receiver should not have that feeling that something else could have been shared as well. So you have to ensure as a sender of the message that all the required information is available so that the message fulfill its purpose. Seventh and the last point is be courteous. This is the formula behind healthy communication. If you are courteous, if you are respectful and polite with everybody else, the same things you get in return, and it makes your communication easy, acceptable, and healthy in nature. So ensure that you use it as much as you can and avoid showcasing your emotions while communicating with others. So in today's video, we talked about these 7 points. And communication is a big topic to talk about. That is the reason it will not be possible to complete in one video. This is the one segment which we have completed today. In the next video, I am going to talk about the barriers of communication. So when you want to improve in your communication skills, it is very important for you to understand what are the barriers which will stop you from achieving it. And these are the barriers which are common and are very present in our day-to-day life. Thank you very much for watching this video. So I would request you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon, and you will receive all the future notifications as well. Thank you very much for watching it. Stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day.